folks, in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the set. 51. So we got man. Squeeze. Shoot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Stick back to pass. James has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready? 55, Mark 55. We own this. We grip.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Watch the screen. Get it.
On 3rd down, Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Last stop.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Johnson's got it complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Shoot, watch the shoot.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, I-7.
Mark 54.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 2. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yeah.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 49er offense shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He's
A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
We got this.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Shoot.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Okay, ready?
Mike 51. Exit.
Now.
They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Off play action, it's Stick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
218, chop it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get
Hey, Delta.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
5.
Stick from the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding.
Smith.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here I come. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Go.
You don't know no better. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got nothing. Watch twist. Check.
On the stick.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5.
Hey, Echo. Now.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Shoot.
On second down, it's Stick. Completes it to Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You ain't doing nothing.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 3. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Lichman. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They run a draw here on second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stick. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
60-yard. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go.
From the 29, Stick. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Stick to throw once more. Here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Haywood. Yes, yes. That's me. Hey,
on fourth down, here's Stick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now back to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, exit. Yep. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right there. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a night. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Flush to his right, and his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the... The 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Come on, D.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over. Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go. Get the flag. Ball trot. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Back to throw. The open man is Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Some penetration. Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check, 55, come on. Check, come on. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Cut up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Braxton Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready up. Mike 51. Switch. Watch out. Yo. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richmond. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there, right.
I'm here all day. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Big dribble. Big dribble.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's going deep. Get him, get him. Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. Mike spot. Echo. Mike spot 4.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 54. Check, watch 54.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Let's go now. Watch zoom.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they're scared.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Now Parkey for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Daddy, baby, let's go. Let's go.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And